La liberazione dei miseri.
Today, as in the past, liberating the poor, the oppressed, the persecuted is an integral part of the mission entrusted by God to the Church. The work of your commission represents a tangible expression of this important missionary commitment. Pope Francis's March 8th audience with the International Catholic Migration Commission was the culmination of the ICMC's 2018 Council Plenary Meeting in Rome. The meeting takes place every 4 years, gathering representatives from national Catholic bishops' conferences and Catholic-inspired migration agencies from every region of the world.
In 1980, that is 5 years after the fall of Saigon, I left Vietnam on a small boat, which was literally packed to the rafters with fellow refugees. The journey took 7 long days, and by the 3rd day, we had already run out of food, fuel, and water.
Bishop Vincent Long Van Nieuwen of Parramatta, Australia, spoke of his experience as a refugee at a panel on how the Church serves migrants and refugees around the world today.
I consider it my vocation to tell others that vulnerable people wanting to have a better life, a better future for themselves and their children should not be seen simply as a burden and a liability to our society. They can become great contributors and builders of the Church and society.
Other panelists highlighted the Church's response to Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh, as well as its work in Uganda, Brazil, and New Zealand. The Church's command to serve people on the move was emphasized in the meeting's 2 keynote speeches. Cardinal Pietro Parolin stressed the need to be open to new horizons of service to migrants and refugees.
As Pope Francis always reminds us, they are not numbers. They are people, women, men, children, who have a faith, who often suffer and are despaired. A human face in which we recognize that of Christ.
But how can the Church respond to the migration crisis? Theologian and scholar Dr. Anna Rowlands said that the Catholic social teaching offers a compass for this task.
This requires a culture of encounter, accompaniment, dialogue, hospitality, and also increased willingness by the Church to resist hostile forces. It requires love as part of the establishment of justice.
The state of global migration presents many challenges to the international community. Senior staff of the United Nations Migration and Refugee Agencies, as well as the ICMC, discussed some of them.
From the migration perspective, I think the single greatest challenge is actually the rise of populism and the demonization of migrants and refugees, and this discourse that is so damaging and blaming of individuals, labeling of individuals as criminals, as threats.
When it comes to the Global Compact for refugees, we are at a phase where the implementation, the operationalization is the critical thing, because we see many states hosting huge numbers of refugees. And those countries are increasingly coming forward to say, well, where is the solidarity?
And the people who contributed to the creation of ICMC, they had the foresight to give ICMC the mandate to work with both refugees and migrants. The term mixed migration didn't exist at the time. We dealt from the beginning with mixed migration movements. So this is a reality nowadays.
The global compacts on migration and on refugees are crucial efforts by the UN member states to come together and do more. The co-secretaries of the Vatican Section for Migrants and Refugees and the ICMC's Director of Policy noted the role of the Church in making this happen.
We understand advocacy as making the best resources of the Church available also in the public area. to say to government, this is what we have experienced, this is what we do, these are the results we get. We think that you will find this useful also.
We will need your help to lobby your own governments to ensure that some of the principles which are under attack, that these principles will remain. So we definitely need your help.
We do believe that the Catholic Church, together with other civil society groups, may be considered and main actors and provided with the resources to do so.
In his report, ICMC Secretary General Monsignor Robert Vitillo noted that the organization has significantly expanded its activities across the globe in the past 4 years.
We don't really understand how much the impact of our services have on people who are migrants and refugees, and sometimes have little hope beyond the relationship with us.
Council members updated the organization's strategy, appointed a new governing committee, and elected Dr. Anne Gallagher, the Australian lawyer and expert on human trafficking, as ICMC president. So what did the council members take home from their time together?
I'm going to be taking home hope from this conference, the hope that my brothers and sisters that I've spent the last 3 days with have given me and have been inspired by their work.
A number of bishops' conferences who are very committed to the refugee and migrant issues, and also the great leadership the Holy Father has provided us.
Me rendre compte que nous pouvons effectivement nous mettre en réseau pour que les expériences que nous vivons dans toutes les parties du monde soient visibles ailleurs.
The deep concern that we have discussed here about the migrants and refugees, that which we have in India so much, and I personally work for it. So I get an impression that the church is with me in this regard.
How the church is leading us in caring for all people in need, whatever their status is, whether they're refugees, asylum seekers, or migrant workers.
To see all the experiences and all the work that everyone has been doing for the protection of refugees and migrants around the world.
The cooperation between people of different nations and organizations, and it was really amazing to see.
Comment est-ce qu'on peut continuer à répondre aux urgences humanitaires face à la migration, mais simultanément remettre en question les structures, le système qui produit ce genre d'excès, ce genre de situation de détresse et de misère.
Partilhar experiências diversas e o modo como estas experiências no campo dos refugiados e imigrantes são enfrentadas em cada país.
Los testimonios de tantas personas que trabajan con los migrantes y refugiados, de manera especial con las mujeres, los niños y niñas.
That we are all humans with a big heart, that we want to help all people that are in need.
I was impressed how migration is not a negative but a positive thing. And I think we need to get rid of toxic language, of negative thoughts about migration.
Fortalecer la esperanza para volver con la pastoral de los migrantes y refugiados como lo más vulnerable, los preferidos de Dios Padre.
Ce que j'ai retenu, c'est une phrase de notre pape, François, qui dit que la migration, ce n'est pas des chiffres, mais c'est des visages.
Indeed, Pope Francis himself best put the Commission's mission into words.
Voglio ribadire che la causa di questo organismo.
I would like to reaffirm that the cause of this organization is the cause of Christ himself. This fact has not changed over time. It is my hope that this work will continue to inspire local churches to do all they can for persons forced to leave their home countries.